special class as it is Thanksgiving week here. It's a class all about opening yourself up to the possibility of thankfulness and gratitude. So we'll be doing some lovely heart openers. We'll be doing some stretches to get our bodies open and feeling that kind of grateful and thankful feeling. We're going to start off standing up. So as you're ready, you want to come to stand on your mat with your feet a comfortable distance apart. You don't need any props. I happen to have a blanket on my mat. It's not required. If you like a blanket or blocks, feel free to grab them. But this is a pretty prop-free class today. As you come to standing, spread your toes nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. If you feel comfortable doing so, close your eyes. If not, find a spot on the floor in which to focus your gaze. And just bring your awareness to your toes. Can you feel each of your toes against your mat? Can you feel your big toes? Can you feel your baby toes? Can you feel your ring toes? Your middle toes? Your pointer toes? All of your toes touching down. Now can you feel your heels against the earth? The inside corner of your foot and the outside edge. Can you feel the arch of your foot actively lifting away from the earth? Keep your awareness in your feet. Keep noticing all 10 of the toes. Notice if some of the toes kind of drop off when you're not paying attention. Keep feeling those balls of your toes, the arches, the soles of your feet. Just keep your awareness there for 3 more breaths. Allowing everything outside of that awareness of your feet to be quiet. As you are ready, blink your eyes open, reach your arms up over your head. While you're there, just have a nice big stretch. Maybe reach around a little bit. Feel free to move your feet and make yourself more comfortable. Inhale again here. And then as you exhale, you're going to find your forward fold. You can take your hands to your thighs, your forearms to your thighs. So you can come a little closer to the mat, hands to the shins, fingertips to the floor. Feel free to use any prop that you like underneath your hands here. Give your head a nod or a shake. And start to just let your spine elongate. Keep your knees nice and soft. Feel your arms growing heavier and heavier with each breath. In fact, at the same time that you feel your arms growing heavier and heavier, feel the soles of your feet pressing into the earth more and more. It's like you're just getting really close to your mat. There's a lot of bend in the knees. The head creeps closer to the floor. deep, full breath here. Pressing through the feet. Feel the arms grow heavy. And then on your next inhale, peel yourself up, hands to the thighs or the shins as you reach the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, enter back to that forward fold. Relax. As you inhale again, you can start to roll yourself slowly to the sky. You can walk the hands on the thighs for extra support if you like. When you reach standing, roll your shoulders back. Let your palms turn lightly forward. Inhale, draw your arms up over your head as you exhale. Press the palms of your hands together and draw them in front of your heart as you fold all the way forward. Inhale, pick up halfway lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, one smooth breath now draws you to the sky. Take your arms out and up. As you exhale, gather, push the palms of your hands together, anything that you might need, and draw it down through your body, through your head, through your chest, through your belly, through your hips and your legs, and release any extra. Let it go, release it to the earth. Inhale, gather everything up. All the way up. Exhale. It's like you're putting a big waterfall, whatever it is that you need today, and you're just letting that wash all the way over your body. Inhale, you just gather up whatever it is. Calm, peace, energy. Gather it up, and then just drench yourself with it as you fold forward. If there's any extra to give away, let it go. And then one more time, gather it all up. Wash yourself with it. Release the excess. Inhale, find halfway lift this time. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, you roll yourself all the way up. This time as you exhale, press your palms together and bring them in front of your heart. Soften your gaze, or again, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And that big sigh out. If you have not yet done so, move yourself from here up to the front of your mat. Feet a comfortable distance apart. Inhale, draw your arms overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, find that halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down, hands to the floor, hands to blocks. Step your left foot back. We're going to start with a little pyramid stretch. So you'll want to rotate on your left toes and drop your left heel to the floor. If, like me, you end up in a really kind of monorail stance with your right heel in line with your left heel, walk your right foot a little out to the side to give yourself some space. Your right knee is over your right ankle, and you press into your right heel as you lift yourself up to the sky for a warrior one stance. Lift your arms up as you inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. As you exhale, straighten your right leg, bring your hands in front of your heart and fold forward, spine roughly parallel to the earth. Press the thumbs to your sternum, to your heart center, and then kind of roll your shoulder blades back. Holding here for a few breaths. It's totally fine if there's a bend in the right knee. Lift your belly button away from your thigh. Drawing your right hip towards the back of the mat. All right, as you're ready, you're going to bend your right knee, bringing it back over the right ankle, and lift yourself all the way back up, arms to the sky, warrior one. Exhale, you'll fold yourself all the way forward. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. You can always move your foot out of the way, and then turn your back foot straight forward and back, and step back to downward dog. If downward dog is not working for you today, feel free to drop your knees and take your table instead. Totally up to you what feels good. Spend a few breaths and just move around a little bit. Enjoy. As you're ready, you're going to gently walk your feet towards your hands. Coming back to a forward fold. Now at the front of your mat, soften your knees. Again, let the arms go really heavy. Feel the soles of the feet pressing into the floor. Again, you're going to gather up anything that you might need. Press the palms of the hands together and shower yourself with it as you fold back forward. Inhale, find halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down, step your right foot back. Drop your right heel to the floor. If you need to walk your left foot a little further left so that you're standing on 2 train tracks rather than on your monorail, please do. Press down into that front heel and gently lift yourself up. Warrior 1. Just a nice deep breath here. And then you draw your hands to your heart. You straighten your front leg and you go into your pyramid. As you do this, it's totally fine again if the front knee is bent. You're just drawing it towards a straightened position so that you feel the thigh activating. You feel the leg working towards that straight position. You lift your belly up. You lift the space up between your shoulder blades, or the space between your shoulder blades up. And you press your thumbs into your heart so you're aware of the center of your chest. Building some strength there. Holding for another deep, full breath. And then bending the left knee. Lifting everything back up. You can separate the hands as you come to warrior 1. Inhale here. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands under the shoulders. Turn that back foot straight forward and back. And step back, downward dog. Or if you prefer, table pose. Moving around for a few breaths in a way that feels nice to your body. And as you're ready, gently walk your feet towards your hands. Again, coming back to that forward fold at the front of your mat. Heavy arms. Awareness through the soles of the feet, pressing them to the mat. Inhale, peel halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, gather. Exhale, drink it in as you fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, the left foot is going to step back. Now the left knee will come to the mat. Untuck your toes. Feel free to grab a blanket or a cushion for underneath your knee. Walk your fingertips to frame your front foot. You can either here lean forward a little bit into the front knee or draw the front knee back, depending on what feels good to your hips. So you can experiment a little bit. When you feel stable, press into your right heel and lift yourself up. Hands to the thigh. Press the thigh away a little bit. Lift the center of your chest again. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you. Cross your right arm over the top of your left arm. You can pull the right arm across the body or wind the arms eagle with the palms to the backs of the hands together. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift up through the crown of your head here. If you feel really quite brave, you can close your eyes and find some balance. Feel the space at the back of your heart, space between your shoulder blades, getting a nice stretch here. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, you can keep your hands where they are, or you can use your hands to frame your front foot. You're going to straighten your right leg a little bit, pulling your hips back, coming towards a little bit of a half splits. If you feel balanced enough to keep your arms in eagle, you can draw your elbows towards your belly. If you need to, you can always use your hands to frame your front leg here. Your choice. Oops, wrong way. Take a deep breath or two here. Again, enjoying the stretch at the back of the body. And as you inhale, you're going to come forward. If you have not yet done so, unwind your arms. Plant your hands on the floor. You're going to take your right knee back next to your left knee. Walk your hands a little bit in front of you. We're going to go for 3 push-ups. I'm going to go on my knees. If you want to go on your toes, feel more than free. As you exhale, bend your elbows, lower down. As you inhale, lift up. Your hands can be as wide as they need to be. What I want you to focus on is keeping the space between your shoulder blades strong. Maybe one more. And it's really like 3.5. Because now you're going to lower all the way to the floor. Come for your cobra or your sphinx, rolling your shoulders back, feeling the openness at the center of the chest. And then gently guide the hips back. Come to your child's pose, forehead to the floor. As you're ready, inhale, forward, table. Or tucking your toes, you could come to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Move around a little bit. And then here you're going to float your right foot to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip on top of your left for a little scorpion. This will work in your dog or with your knee on the floor in your table. Either way, actively press down through your right hand as you take your right foot back and over to your left side so you feel a stretch of the whole front of your body. Inhale, square your hips. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. Step your left foot next to your right. Find your forward fold as you exhale. Heavy arms, grounded feet. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, release. Inhale, gather whatever it is that you need. Exhale. Give it to yourself. Calm, peace, whatever it is. Just let that whole feeling just wash over you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Plant your fingertips down. Step your right foot back. This time your right knee comes to the floor. Again, decide where you feel stable, with the hips a little further back or the hips a little further forward. It just depends on how your body is built. When you're ready, you press down into your left knee and you lift yourself up. Press your hands to your thigh. Lift yourself away from the thigh, rolling the shoulders back, opening the center of the chest. It's almost like a little teeny tiny back bend here. And then when you're ready, you reach your arms in front. And you cross your left arm on top. This time you can pull the arm across like a lever, or you can go to the eagle, backs, or fronts of the hands together. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel the stretch at the back of the heart. Feel a little brave. Close your eyes. One more deep, full breath here. And then from here, you can keep the arms wound up or not. You're going to take the hips back, stretching that front leg a little bit. Variation on half splits. Elbows can come towards the belly, or hands can frame the leg in any way that feels good. Feel free to use props. You want to feel the stretch at the back of the body, opening it up. As you're ready, you're going to inhale forward, unwinding the arms if they're still wound up. Plant the hands down and step back. Table or downward facing dog. Now this time you can go for the push-up on your knees again, dropping your knees down, sliding your hands forward, or you can go to a high plank and try a few push-ups on your toes. Your choice. You can do between 3 and 5. Exhaling to the floor and inhaling to lift. And if you've only got one in you today, that's fine. Try it until you feel a little bit fatigued. If you're feeling really frisky, you can add a few more. And then when you're ready, lower yourself all the way to the belly. You untuck the toes and you come for your back bend. You can do cobra or sphinx or upward facing dog. When you're ready, release, hands under the shoulders, press back. Child's pose. As you come to child's pose, Soften, let your elbows melt to the floor. Let your forehead rest down. Soften your jaw. Close your eyes if you have not already done so. Now that hopefully you feel a little relaxed, a little fulfilled, and working to kind of gather the things that we might want to cultivate. Think of a thing that you are grateful for, thankful for. It can be something really quite small. Time to practice yoga. It can be something huge. Family. And just let that thing, whatever it is, maybe it's several things, just settle in your mind for a moment here. Practice from a place of gratitude, of thankfulness. Things become much easier when we're grateful just for the time to be on our yoga mat, or just for the fact that we are able to do some yoga poses with our physical bodies. The small trials and tribulations, the falls, the bad days with tight muscles, the injuries, seem less important. We're lucky enough to have the time, to have the space, to have the energy to come to our mats. It's the same thing in the rest of your life. When you feel grateful about one thing, it kind of bubbles over. Feel grateful for other things as well. The little annoyances of your day, the traffic jam, coworker over Zoom who's always too loud, or microphone never works. Those things seem less important. See if, as we do another round here of our vinyasa, you can keep that attitude of gratitude, whether it's coming back to that thing you thought of or just in general. When you're ready, come back to your table or your downward facing dog. Take any moves that you need to kind of stretch yourself out after that little rest. And then here you're going to take your left leg to the sky. You're going to bend your left knee. You're going to stack your left hip on top of your right. You're going to push your left foot back as you press down through your left hand, stretching that whole side of the body. And then square the hips and step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Find your forward fold as you exhale, heavy arms, grounded feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up. Gather your gratitude, gather your thankfulness, and then just wash yourself with it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down. Left foot steps back. Left knee is going to start on the floor. Press your right heel down, lift yourself up. It's hands on the thighs, start within. You press the thigh away, roll your shoulders back. You might simply stay here, focusing on rolling the shoulders back and just lifting the center of the chest. If you'd like, you could bring your hands back to your heart, press the thumbs to the sternum and lift the sternum, lift the heart to the thumbs. If you'd like to come a little further, you take your hands behind your back. You take your elbows or lace your fingers as you roll the shoulders even further back, maybe even drawing the hands down towards the floor. Come to the back bend that feels good and pleasant to your body, where you can keep that gratitude. Last breath. And then release. You're going to bring your fingertips forward. You're going to tuck your left toes under. You're going to lift your left knee, and you're going to straighten your right leg. You can keep your back heel lifted, or you can drop your back heel down like we did in the beginning. My fingertips love being on the floor. This feels fantastic. Yours may not. You might like blocks or the hands on the thigh. Your leg may or may not be straight. Whatever you're given, practice that attitude of gratitude as best you can. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. As you inhale, you're going to come forward, bending your right knee. You're going to walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. I'm going to turn away from you. You're going to kind of turn your left foot a little bit. It can turn more towards the longitudinal. You're going to bend your left knee as you straighten your right leg. Feel free to angle your feet in any direction that feels good. As you straighten your right leg and you bend your left leg, maybe you walk your fingertips a little further over to the right. As you inhale, you're going to start to straighten that left leg, and you're going to walk back to the front of the mat. The right foot turns to face it. The left foot turns to face it. We're going to go back into our warrior one. So the left heel comes to the floor. If you need to walk the right foot to the right, please do. Press down into your right heel and lift yourself up. Arms come to the sky. Inhale deeply here. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Draw them down and back, opening the heart, opening the center of the chest. Repeat that twice more. Sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Last set. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale again, take the hands behind you. You could grab the elbows, you could lace the fingers, or you're welcome to put your hands onto your back, especially if it feels tender today. This is a lovely option. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift the center of your chest. Find a little bit of a back bend as you inhale, and then as you exhale, fold forward, belly to thigh, or torso to the inside of the front thigh. Feel free to keep your hands behind you, or to place your hands on the mat as you bow forwards. Humble warrior, showing gratitude, acting from that place of gratitude. It is not easy. And it is also, at the same time, very easy to forget your attitude of gratitude when things go wrong. When you're ready, you're going to peel yourself up. You're going to plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Turn your back foot straight forward and back, and step back. Table or downward facing dog. As you inhale, make your way forward to plank, knees up or knees down. Simply lower to the floor and take your back bend, or you could add a couple push-ups if you like. Inhale to a cobra, an up dog, or a sphinx. Exhale to the child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. Cultivate your thankful side for a moment, whether you're just thankful to be taking this little break or for something deeper. As you're ready, inhale back to your table or your downward dog. Float your right foot to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip on top of your left. Kick that right foot behind you, press into the right hand, feel that lovely stretch. And then square the hips. Take the right foot forward. Take the left foot forward. Exhale, soften into your forward fold. Inhale, draw everything all the way up, whatever it is. And then shower yourself with it as you fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right knee steps back. The right foot steps back, right knee comes to the floor. Again, we're going to come up onto the thigh, pressing the hands down, lifting the center of the chest, rolling the shoulders back. You are more than welcome to stay right here. This might feel like just the loveliest back bend today. Maybe you like to take your hands behind you. Maybe you like to roll a little further back. Find the variation that works for you. Or you can stay filled with gratitude. if you wobble, even if you precipitously fall over on your side. Isn't it great that you have the chance to do that? Inhale to start releasing yourself. You're going to come all the way forward, planting your hands down. Tuck your back toe under. Lift your back knee and straighten your front leg. A little bit of a pyramid. Feel free to keep the back heel lifted or to drop the back heel to the floor, your preference. And again, it's not important how far you go. It's just important that it feels lovely for your body, that you're able to appreciate what your body can do today. Most of us have exceptionally complicated relationships with our bodies. We think far too much about what our bodies appear to be, what our bodies are able to do. Try to think instead of just being grateful to have a body to move in. Be grateful to have a body that can do yoga. When you're ready, bend that front knee. Walk your hands to the inside of the front foot. Turn the left foot a little more to the long edge of the mat. Turn the right foot a little more to the long edge of the mat. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Feel free to adjust the angle. As you straighten the left leg, walk your hands back towards it. This weird side squatty position with a lovely inner thigh stretch, torso stretch. And again, just enjoy the fact that you're able to do any movement. It's all so worthwhile. It's all so beneficial. When you're ready, you're going to walk yourself back to the other side. Left foot turns to face it. Right foot turns to face it. You're going to go back to your warrior one. So you might need to step your right foot a little closer as you drop your right heel to the floor. You might need to separate the feet more. And when you're ready, lift yourself all the way up. Arms come to the sky. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, take your hands behind you onto the lower back. Lacing the fingers, crossing the elbows, whatever works. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift the center of your chest. Find some openness as you inhale. And then as you exhale, fold. Humble warrior. This is exactly what it's all about. Just appreciating anything that you can. The more you build that appreciation muscle, the stronger it gets, just like a physical muscle, just like if it was your glutes or your quads or your biceps. The more you work them, the stronger they get, the better they are at doing their jobs. The more you practice gratitude and appreciation, the easier it gets. When you're ready, you peel yourself up, you plant your hands down, you turn your back foot straight forward and back, and you step back, table or downward dog. Last vinyasa, inhaling to plank, knees up or down. Extra push-ups if you want, or simply lowering to the floor. Find a back bend, your choice. And then make your way to child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Enjoy. When you're ready, come to your table or your dog. Float your left foot to the sky. Last scorpion, bending your left knee, pressing your foot to the left as you press your left hand to the floor. Square your hips and step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Dangle. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to roll to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes, soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in and a long sigh out. to the rhythm of your breath. When you're ready, blink your eyes open and make your way down to the mat. Any way that works for you today. You're simply going to lie yourself all the way down. As you come all the way down, place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And feel the beat of the heart. And again, listen for the rhythm of your breath. These are two things that happen without us having to think about them. That they are most vital. Hearing the breath, feeling the heart is just proof to ourselves that we are alive. We are here. And isn't that kind of the most basic thing to be grateful for? Without that, this practice that we know as yoga is a lot harder. We're here in these bodies, these powerful minds, like supercomputers, with ever expanding neural pathways. The more we practice things that challenge us, the more we learn and grow, the better we get at doing things. The more we practice, the more we flex our muscles, whether they be physical or emotional or mental. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to do those things. As you're ready, you can release your hand. Start to draw the knees in. Finish off with a twist. And you're welcome to twist in any way that feels good to your body. Taking your knees over to your right. Maybe extending your left arm, maybe even gazing to the left. Relax your shoulders. When you're ready, take your knees to the other side. When you're ready, then the center. If there's anything else you need to do, feel more than free. Finding for yourself a comfortable resting place. Feel free to take any pose that feels really good to your body. It's a great opportunity to grab some props if you have them. Or just a blanket over your body. Finding for yourself a gentle resting place. It is time to return to your day. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. As you're ready, making your way over to one side to rest for a few breaths. Before making your way to your most comfortable seat. Allow your hands to come in front of your heart. We'll close here with our deep breath together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your time. I am exceptionally grateful for your practice with me and for your giving of your time and your practice to me. Thank you for sharing. Have a wonderful